Okay, so this is going to be a spotlight video for this. This is my little haunted house shadow box, and I'm really, really proud of it. It was basically a plain Tim Holtz shadow box that I had bought a long time ago and just never quite figured out what to use it for. I was kind of storing beads and stuff in it, and I just got really inspired one day, and I decided I knew what I wanted to do with it. So a brief overview of it. Basically what I wanted to do was to create little rooms in each of the boxes, and I wanted just something slightly wrong with each of the rooms. So when you first kind of glance at it, you go, oh, that's cool. It's like a diorama. It's like a little miniature house box thing. But as you start to look at each room, you realize that there's something creepy about each one. So I'm going to try and go through each room in detail, and then I'll show you the big surprise about it at the end. So first we have the black bedroom, which is this one. It's got, you can see the bed in the background there with some pillows. There is a little butterfly, a chandelier with the noose hanging from it. And then there's this little wardrobe here. All of the wallpapers in each of the room came out of a scrapbooking thing that I bought at Michael's. I actually got it 50% off, and it had all these like vintagey, distressed looking black and white pages in it. So it was absolutely perfect for what I wanted to do. The little chandelier piece I did not make. That's a found object. I had bought it in a set a long time ago. Michael's had them on clearance, I think, actually. It was all these little chandelier type pieces, and I just thought they were interesting. So that's the chandelier, and then the bed and the wardrobe are both made from clay. The carpet, it's hard to see, but it actually does have a pattern embossed in it. It's felt. And then that little butterfly in the back was cut from a scrapbooking page. The little window actually has a picture of sky printed on the back of it, so it looks like it's looking out onto the sky. This room was on the other side of the shadow box, and I had to switch it for construction reasons, so that's why the window is looking out into what is another room, and that's gonna bug me, but I'm stuck with it now. The window is a little metal piece that I found at Michael's. They had kind of a set of them in the jewelry section. They have a lot of these really fun, vintagey looking found objects, and one of them was windows, so I bought the little windows. So that is the black bedroom. Moving on to, sorry guys, this is the bathroom. And as you can see, there is a moldy tub that has the water overflowing, and it goes all the way over the edge like that. There's a mirror at the back, an actual mirror piece. The light fixture is just a little rhinestone that's been wrapped in gauze. And if you can see, there's a little vanity at the back there that has some little apothecary bottles and stuff on it. And then the bathtub. This is the white bedroom. It's a little bit more clean than the black bedroom. It's got the wardrobe again and the bed, which are both made from polymer clay. The chandelier piece, which was a found object. The window, which was a found object with the sky behind it. And then this little frame over the bed. And it's really, really hard to see this on camera, I know. But at certain angles, when you look at this frame, there's the ghostly image of a woman's face. I actually cut out a vintage photograph of a woman's face. I put it in the center of the frame, and then I covered it in Fimo Deco Gel. And the Deco Gel, when baked just straight up, kind of makes this semi-transparent, foggy look. So it looks like it's just foggy glass, but at certain angles, and I hope you can see it, but you can see the image of a woman's face in there. So that's the white room. This is the conservatory with the overgrown vines coming out of the sides of the box. This little bird cage was a found object. It was just a little pendant I found at Michael's, and the bird actually moves inside, and I thought that was really cool. And then I just made a little plant in the back there. There was actually another plant I made, but I couldn't fit it in the room. The windows at the back came from that same set, and the windows on this level all have pictures of a cliff overlooking the ocean. So it's actually looking out on some other cliffs, I believe, in this image. This is the library. Originally, I wanted the shelf in the library to be falling over, but I actually made the shelf a little bit too big, so I couldn't really do that. So what I did instead is I have the books kind of pulling themselves off of the shelves, so that's kind of creepy. And then there's like a little chair in the back there, if the camera will focus. It's really hard to see, I know. And some more books piled up here on the floor. And then the shelf actually is full of little polymer clay books. So pretty much everything in this room is polymer clay as well. And then you can see the light fixture in this room. That little green thing there was just a gem, a flat back gem. And I painted the same green water type of thing on around it so that it looks like the water from the bathroom is seeping through to the ceiling in the library. This is the music room. Originally, I wanted to have a harp in here as well, but again, it just didn't have enough room, so instead I made a piano bench to go with the little piano. And you can see that there is a full keyboard. And the creepy thing in this room is that there's a hand kind of coming out of the piano as though there's a body stuffed in there. I kind of screwed up on the hand. I really should have had the fingers extending further into the piano. But instead I kind of filled the piano up with black glass paint so that it would just look kind of shiny and infinite inside and it wouldn't be as noticeable. And there's a little bench there and another little window. And again, the windows on this level are all looking out to the sea. Then on the bottom level, this is the dining room. And the windows on this level are all looking out onto a garden. So in the dining room, if you can see, there's the little light fixtures. They're these multifaceted rhinestones, which look really cool. They look kind of like chandeliers, or not chandeliers, but like a really fancy sconce. And then the plates on the table are supposed to be sort of awful, if you know what that means, sort of like entrails and stuff. So that one is supposed to be some kidneys. That one I will not tell you what it is. You can use your imagination. That one's supposed to be some brains, and that one's supposed to be some intestines. If I can get it to focus, you might be able to see them a little clearer. There we go. And then the table and chairs. Again, everything in this room is made out of polymer clay. Then down below we have the servants' hall, which has, actually try and set the camera down here. There's this little pile of wood in the corner here. Then there's a burnt out potbelly stove, which I actually scorched with a lighter. So it's got scorch marks on it and it's kind of bubbled and corroded looking. And what I wanted was originally kind of black, like soot going up from it. So it looked like it had lit fire. But I couldn't quite get it to make the black soot. So, oh well. And then there's little table and stools on this side of the room, and the light sconces again in this one are just some flat back rhinestones with gauze over them. So it's just supposed to look like the servants kind of ran out of the room unexpectedly. So that was the kind of idea there. And then the last room is the grand entranceway, which is this one, and it's got big staircase, grand chandelier, a little bench, and then the doorway. And there's a big blood splatter on the floor, if you can see that. Then the window at the back with the picture of the garden. And yeah, that is it. So that's the full thing. Originally I wanted this to hang, but I can't quite figure out how to mount it to hang on a wall where, because this is all just cardboard. I'm afraid to mount it because I feel like eventually whatever mountings I put on it is just going to pull out of the cardboard. So for now it's just going to be kind of a shelf piece, but I wanted to show you the coolest part about it. So when it's sitting on the shelf at night, it actually lights up. How cool is that? So I put these floral lights all the way around it so that it would light up so you could actually see inside the rooms even at night in full clarity. And I think it's a really cool little diorama piece. I'm really, really proud of it. I put probably a week, 2 weeks worth of work straight on this. Yeah, I really liked it. And also the borders all here have been painted with a custom mix of paint. I mixed some copper pigment with black glass paint to make this kind of antiqued looking color. The original color of the box is this sort of light sage green. I think I'm actually going to go in on the sides of it and paint it black, and I'll paint the battery packs for the lights black as well so that they kind of blend into the whole piece completely. But yeah, so that is my little miniature haunted house. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye!